So let's go ahead. This is just basically right triangle trig today, and we're going to solve these triangles. So number one, example one, given triangle pig. Those are always my favorite triangle. Find all missing sides. And so we got to find everything, all missing sides and angles. So let's just start right at the beginning. Step one, pick an angle. Well, in this case, we're going to pick the 54 because we know the 54. Okay. Okay. Step two, choose the given side. Well, I'm going to choose that side. Step three, find an unknown side. So we're going to pick a side. We're either going to use little g, we're going to find little g, or we're going to find little I. Does not matter at all which whenever you pick. So, Ryan, what do you want to pick? I or G? What's that? Little I. So what Ryan has forced us to use is opposite, adjacent. We're going to use tangent, right? Yeah. So we're going to use, this is my opposite side, that's my adjacent side, which is tangent. So we're going to do a tangent of my angle. Tangent of 54 is equal to my opposite, which is 12 over my I. Now, if the variable's on the bottom, when you multiply, right, you'll multiply up the I, but then you'll have to divide by the tangent, right? Remember how we did that? So if I multiply up the I, it's going to be I is equal to the 12 divided by the tangent of 54, okay? Because I just multiply by the I, then I divide by tangent 54. I'm just going to use my calculator, okay? So what's that answer going to be? I don't know. 12 divided by, make sure you're in the right mode, degree mode, tangent of 54, and we get an answer of about 8.7. So little I is about an 8.7. Okay, now, it gets pretty easy from here. Angle I, I'm just going to subtract from 90. These two angles have to always add up to 90, right? So angle I is just going to be 90 minus 54 degrees. 90 minus 54, and I get an answer of 36 degrees. Angle I is equal to 36 degrees. And then finally, I got to find little g. Two ways to find little g. One is you could use Pythagoras Theorem. You can go 8.7 squared plus 12 squared equals little g squared, or we can just use right triangle trig. Again, I'll show the Pythagoras Theorem this time, and then possibly the next one I'll just use trig, okay? So I'm going to go 8.7 squared plus 12 squared equals little g squared. I can do a bunch of that in my calculator, right? So I'm just going to go my 8.7 squared plus my 12 squared, 219, and I'll take the square root of that 219.69, and I'll get an answer of about 14.8, okay? Easy, right?
Can we do a survey in your classroom today?
Not right now, I'm recording.
Not right
Come
now?
back,
Okay.
come back, okay? Okay.
How many of you guys drive? That's a good one.
Okay, come back. Okay, example 2. Given triangle CAT, find angle A. So we're going to use the other ones, right? So step 1, pick an angle to solve for. Obviously, we're going to solve for angle at A, right? And so we have to use the two given sides. So angle A, that's my opposite and my hypotenuse, right? So I'm just going to go sine of angle A is equal to my hypotenuse for my opposite, 4 over 5. And then I'm going to find the angle, so I have to use the inverse. You have to use sine inverse of your ratio of your 4 over 5. And calculator, clear. Sine inverse 4 divided by 5, and I get an answer of about 53.1 degrees, okay? Now, if I needed to find the rest of it, I would just use Pythagoras Theorem to get this side. 53.1. Did I say 5? There you go, 53.1. Yeah.
Put in a little star, not just a...
No, it's not. Yeah, never expect me to draw anything perfectly, okay? I'm not a good artist. Okay, in fact, you're going to see example 3. Huh? Colby, am I missing something?
No.
Okay. If I am, you got to tell me, all right? It's Friday. I'm tired. Anyway, a tree casts shadow 532 feet long at an angle of depression of 25.7 degrees. Find the height of the tree. So let's draw a tree. Okay, and I'm going to draw a pretty skinny tree because I want a right triangle. Okay, here's my tree. Okay, it's pretty skinny, but I want a right triangle, right? So here's the shadow, 532 feet. And the angle of depression is right here. So that's my 25.7 degrees. It doesn't go here because it's an angle of depression, right? Which is nice because I remember something about geometry, and I remember that from alternate interior angles, right, this angle is also 25.7 degrees, right? Remember the Z, the alternate interior angles? Those two angles are equal. Let's call this T for tree. All right, and from the angle that would be my opposite side, and from the angle that's my adjacent side, so we're just going to set up tangent, right? Tangent of 25.7 is equal to my opposite, which is my T, over my adjacent, 532. We'll multiply up the 532. We'll go 532 times the tangent of 25.7 equals T, right? Just going to use my calculator. 532 times the tangent of 25.7, and I get an answer about 256. So the tree is going to be about 256 feet, I'll bet, huh? Feet. There we go. Nika, you getting used to this whole feet thing yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, turn the page. Here we go. Okay. Example 4. So, from a point on the ground, 500 feet from the base of a building. So I'm going to put 500 here. An observer finds the angle of elevation to be 24 degrees. Okay. So we've got 24 degrees here. And then to the flagpole, 27 degrees. So to find the height of the pole, I'm just going to do two different triangles. I'll find the height of the building with the first triangle. Then I'll find the height of the building with the flag with the second triangle. And then I'll just subtract the two, right? So first, let's find just the height of the building, okay? Let's just get the height of the building. Let's call that B for building, okay? And then I'm going to set up opposite over adjacent, tangent again. So I'm going to go tangent of 24 is equal to B over 500, right? Opposite over adjacent. B over 500. Multiply by 500. Tangent 24 equals B. So we'll just go 500. Tangent 24. And I get an answer about 222.6 feet. Okay, now, if we take a look at the other triangle, and let's just call this, well, we can call it P for pole, but it's the building and the pole, right? I'll just call it H for the height. How about H? H sounds good for the height. So I'll set it up, and I'll do the same thing. I'll do tangent of 27, right? Equals my H over 500. Same process. Multiply by the 100, 500. Tangent of 27 equals H. Use my calculator, 500. Tangent 27. And I get an answer of 254.7. I just have to subtract now. For the pole height, I'm going to take my 254.7, subtract my 222.6, and I get an answer of about 32.1 feet. Okay. So, Luke,
Yes.
I expect you to draw every triangle and show your work, okay? Everybody?